Yo.
What it is, fool? This is the Twin Brothers Podcast with your host, ISean, Sean D, the Don.
And my boy, Rekardi.
Yeah. We're going to dip into this first episode for 2020. We will be talking about sports.
Yes.
So, of course, each episode we will be giving out different topics. Don't worry, y'all. We're not going to bore y'all. I promise, because I wouldn't be bored with these topics either. So we just gonna dip right into it though. First of all, how you feeling, man? You feeling good?
Shoot, man, I'm feeling great, man. Shoot, God just got me up this day, man. I'm just ready just to hit the grind, man. Give y'all this positive word. And
Jesus.
Wisdom. Shoot, that's all we here for, man. Positivity, man. But yeah, man, I feel great. What about you, bro?
Man, I'm mighty good, man. I believe in this year. Shout out to anybody that's working hard, no matter what you doing.
Sure.
If you're picking up shit, pick up shit good. If you're sitting here babysitting, make sure the kids is good. Just don't, they bad, send them back home, but make sure you send them back home disciplined.
Yes. But, hey, man, just stay focused on your goal, man. Anything you set out, man, just stay focused.
Yeah, but back to this topic that we were talking about with the NBA, the National Basketball Association. It's going to be a good year, man. Hella teams too good. So we will dip into the top eight on the top west and the top east. I'm just bullshitting y'all. So, east and the west, man, you go ahead and, start that off, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking over mine.
I might shoot in the east, bro. I got, and not no order. These are just the 8 teams that I see that's in the playoff picture. So, the Pacers, Bucks, Celtics, Heat, Raptors, the Nets. And I'm like, for right now, shoot, I want to say between Hornets and Magic. It's between them two. Because it's like, the Magic, they right there, they doing the same thing that they did last year. But then the Hornets.
Eric Gordon, Fournier.
Yeah. But I see
Vucevic.
But I see Devontae Graham, man, do hard. You can see dude most improved, bro, this year. But I'll probably have to say, if the Magic can stay healthy, they'll probably be back in with that 8 spot. But that's where I'm at with the top 8 teams.
Okay. My turn. My top 8. These are not in order, y'all. This is not the order. This is my order, but I made some changes. Celtics, Pacers, 76ers, Miami, Brooklyn. I did have Orlando in there. Raptors, and I just had to switch my pick, man. I forgot about the Bucks. So I have the Bucks at 8, but of course they're already sitting at number 1. Shout out to Giannis. He's Diesel, man. When Shaq was like, I don't need to play in the NBA. I'm playing right now. My name is Giannis. I was like, okay, you're right about that. He needs once he gets that jumper down pack, which is his art. He's doing good this season so far.
Sure.
But shout out to our city, man. Shout out to the Pacers. Depot. He will be coming back before this season is over, and when playoffs come around, y'all better watch out for the Pacers. I promise y'all, they need the superstar. They got the star, but they need the superstar. So that's really, I honestly think we got a little time left before just to talk about our top 8. I think this is a nice 8. Brooklyn would be a little better with Kyrie and KD, of course. Well, really just a Kyrie coming back, they would be sitting comfortably because right now they're struggling. The Sixers. Al Horford, still, he's not figuring out who he is. He doesn't know who he is yet. I see from the last 9 games, the man can't go past 12 points. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But for some odd reason, the team is still winning, but it would be nice for you to contribute. But it's going to take time, chemistry. Celtics, I've said the Celtics were going to be hard from the moment Kemba was on the team. Look at him.
That boy Jason Tatum, solid. Solid.
That's what I'm saying. He's my nigga Jaylen Brown. He cut off the hair. He's dropping about 25. I said, all right, my nigga. The box afro wasn't doing it for you.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
Jimmy, my nigga Duncan.
The whole squad. They don't even have everybody.
Tyler Hero.
Oh, Bucket.
Ricky.
Bucket.
He was well made for this.
Bro,
the Raptors, they really don't got all they players. Siakam's out. I just seen that. I didn't even notice that. So we might actually get to see how a team that, with one less of a Kawhi that might actually play. But, we still have options. But, my eight is kind of solid. I'm looking at it's really not any other teams out there. That's the Knicks. They're a long way from home.
Yeah.
They're a long way. So
but I always say I'm like, shoot, right now between this process right now and then trade deadline is coming up soon.
That's true.
So I'm like, a lot of things is shipping people around, so it's coming soon.
Okay.
I'm like, cause really after the Super Bowl, All-Star Weekend, and then trade deadline. So.
Oh yeah, y'all forgot we do have All-Star Weekend here, y'all. Shout out to the city. Clap hands, cause I don't know how this is gonna work, cause half the celebrities ain't gonna have shit to do. Unless they throwing their own parties. I'm trying to get in, so let y'all know we will be live. We will be in action, cause the city will be lit. It was like the Super Bowl.
Wait. It's this year?
I think if I'm correct, we are having the All-Star Weekend here.
Bro, hold on, bro, cause dude, what was I been doing? Hold on.
We talked about this already. Where was you at?
Shoot, not here. Man, this is crazy.
Somebody needs to get my man some notifications.
Oh God, cause man, this is crazy. Hold on, I'm still looking, y'all, but I don't know. It's in Chicago this year.
I am wrong. Well, you know what? Shout out to the home. That's where our brother was born. I'm not a nap nigga. I'm sorry. So for the women, there's no. But Chicago niggas, they crazy too. But I ain't that crazy. I'll say I'm crazy. I ain't that crazy. But hey, if it's in Chicago, that's even better, because you mean food's open 24 hours. Certain spots, when you get fucked up, you can get something to eat after you get done. So I'm kind of glad, because niggas ain't trying to eat Steak and Shake and Denny's and White Castle
all the time.
And maybe Leonardo's. If y'all don't know nothing about Leonardo's, it's on the north side, Michigan Road. It's open 24 hours. It's not like the food trucks where they're just only open for a little bit. But you got to get to the man, instantly. He get you right, depending on what you like.
For sure.
We're still talking about basketball. So, I kind of was realizing what we was doing at that time being. But we're going to have to dip into we still got time, but we're going to dip right into the next topic of the West, which is really what I wanted to talk more, because we know the East is just cool, but the West is a little more lethal. It might look a little deadlier who going to come out the West more so. I'll start mine off. Man, this is a very hard. I had to change this a lot. I might have to change it again. Number 1, my man, L.A. Bron. The Lakers. 2, Clippers. PG and Kawhi, sad ass. 3, the Rockets, my man Russ, and my brother James Harden. You know what I'm saying? I get called Sean Harden, so just my jumper just as lethal as his. Don't play with me. I don't be flopping. The Jazz, I put them up there. No, they kind of sad, but actually they're not kind of sad. They just sad to me. I put the Pelicans in there, but we're throwing them out because they're clearly not making the playoffs. So we got the Mavs. It might come down to the Suns. And it might possibly come down to the Kings. I don't know, though. I have to look. Not really truly positive with them. But that's my 8 right there. But we'll see how that one goes, because it might end a little different, though.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, my top 8 is probably about the same. I'm like, I got Bron, Clippers, the Rockets, Nuggets, Jazz, the Mavericks, Thunder.
I didn't have the Nuggets in my shit. It's hard.
I'm like, man, the Trailblazers, they looking way sorry than what they have been. So I'm like, between them and if the Spurs can pick it up, the Spurs, like, they've been playing okay, but not that type of basketball really. But I'm like, I'll probably stick with the Trailblazers sticking in since they got a good record right now. But I probably wouldn't be surprised if San Antonio got some help and be cool and get that rolling, because Pop can get that team. They ain't never really missed the playoffs.
True.
So I'm like, to me, the Spurs, I feel like they'll be better with over the Trailblazers, but we'll see, man. After the trade deadlines, we'll see.
I mean, looking at the NBA app and the update on the 8 for the West, to be honest with you, it goes Lakers, Denver, Houston, Clippers, Utah, Dallas, OKC, and then Portland. 9 is San Antonio with 14 and 20 right now. I mean, they kind of back and forth with the Trailblazers. Unless Melo and them pick it up, they still need a good 4. They're kind of missing that.
Yeah, I think that's probably where Nurkic come in at.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? My man, LeBron, 28 and 7. My nigga, don't play with this nigga, man. They're 13 and 4 at home and 15 and 3 on the road. I mean, they are definitely AD dominating,
bro.
killing.
We already knew what my man was gonna do.
They better not trade Kuz. I promise I'm gonna slap Rod Capella myself. Will come to LA, slap you. Don't get rid of the young buck, unless y'all getting back some better assets, because he's a full asset. I know Rondo, my nigga, but he might have to go.
Yeah, Rondo, bro, if you ain't shooting that ball,
you don't need to be shooting the ball. You might have to get back to old Rondo, shooting the mid-range, because these threes.
Rondo ain't never shot no mid-range, cuz.
He did. He shot a couple. Go back to them old film.
Weird, because he had scores
when he was playing Miami.
Bro, Rondo was averaging like 9 assists.
I mean, he wasn't doing it consistently. I'm just saying, like,
when he was by himself?
Yeah, when he was nobody thought he was going to shoot. He was going to shoot the mid-range. He was making them.
Yeah.
These threes, he was not making them back then.
Because he cruising too much. Like, Rondo need to be aggressive. Like, scoring. Like, this is a scoring basketball league now. Stop all that passing. Like,
I mean, but the passing, it helps, but he's not.
You have LeBron on the court, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, dog. You got the best passer in the game right now.
Or he got to go back to Tony Allen with the floaters or some shit, because clearly, or the Euro is not the same Rondo no more, man. You have to learn how to develop shooting, but you need to be in the inside of the three, not outside of the three. Yeah. I think this lineup is pretty nice. We'll see how this goes, because it all depends on who plays who will be in what spot. I do expect to see a very good playoff on both sides, but we already know who will most likely come out of the East, maybe, compared to we don't know who might come out of the West. But I guarantee these niggas ain't ready to see no LeBron, man. I'm telling you, my man took off 1 year. He's been in the playoffs for a long time, finals since 2011. Taking a year off, that was probably hard, but he came back with some vengeance, and when he touched down, he gives y'all buckets. You can't deny this man. You cannot deny this man. Yeah, I think we have that set on our top 8, and then we could wrap it up talking about our finals prediction. Niggas might actually I don't even know who's gonna get to the finals personally.
It's kind of hard because it's so open. You've seen a lot of teams that's like good teams play against each other, get blown out, get beat, and it's but I always sound like, to me, regular season is good to see where people match up at, but playoffs is where you play a team consistently for 4 games straight just to see if you can really hang.
True.
So you got 2 at your floor and 2 at their floor. So it's like, to me, you can still match up. Your mismatches in your matchup. You just got to exploit your matchups that you have an advantage over. I'm like, basketball is the same simple game that we all done seen. It's just getting out there, making shots, and making an easy, simple pass. Like, don't overthink the game, just let it flow. Because in the playoffs, you playing hard at this point.
Playoffs, it's like chess. During the regular season, everybody playing checkers. Playoff time, playing chess. It's like it's slow. Basketball slows down. We'll see who really want to get buckets. Who can really get a bucket once the game is slowed down.
Yeah.
And then 7 games. Who really want to step up? You got an opportunity. You got 7 chances. So really, it's not like the WNBA. It was like they play best of 5.
Yeah, and when they get to the finals, with the first round, it's like 1 and done, and then the next round is like 2 out of 3, and then the finals is the best of 5. The best 3 out of 5.
They did them wrong. I did not know that.
Yeah. But shout out to the WNBA. They are growing. They've been growing 20 plus years. I'm happy for them. 20 plus.
Shout out to women that get buckets.
For sure, because we surely mess with y'all. We surely watch the games. Oh God.
I do watch the games. I'll say, shout out to the women that want to go to the games, because they want to. It's not that. First of all, let me say shout out to women that like sports. It's not
for sure.
It's not also women. It's not so many women in the world that will rock with sports. They're very rare. And if you could sit down and have a conversation with her and she talk about sports, you just don't even know, y'all. Y'all just don't even know. But I'm just saying, that's usually how it go. But we're gonna sit here and dip into this finals prediction. You got the floor. Y'all got 30 minutes of us, so we trying to spread this time out and not bore y'all about the Twin Podcast, the Twin Brothers Podcast, and just talking shit about sports today on the first episode. But we trying to give y'all a chance to sit here and listen to what we got to think, because I know everybody got their own opinions of who's going to win, who's going to be, MVP, who's going to be most valuable player, all those awards. But we gonna dip into this finals pick.
I'm like, everybody know Braun and them gonna get there, so that you ain't gotta worry about the West too much. But I'm like, but I always say, I'm like, the Clippers have shown that they can really match up with them. But I'm like, more likely when it comes down to the playoff games, it's like, man, AD's gonna have to beat AD. LeBron's gonna have to dominate, and it's to a point where it's like, Braun, do your thing, like we always see in the playoffs. There's no other reason where you shouldn't be dominating. You've been doing this for the past 8 years, close to 9 years straight. So I'm like, the Clippers just need interior D. Like they okay, but they need some defense. They be letting motherfuckers score on them like it's just like mollywop. Y'all supposed to be one of the best teams in the West. And I'm like, I won't be surprised if Houston get to the conference finals and have to play the Clippers or the Lakers again, because the Rockets have got to the same position for the past 2-3 years straight. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, if James Harden finally has this one way of trying to take over, then shit, do his thing. But I'm like in the West, I got more of the Lakers. If the Clippers kind of slip up and beat Bron and them, but in the West, it's either between the Bucks or the Celtics, because I can't see the Sixers, bro. The Sixers is they cool, bro. But when it comes to like basketball, bro, they need a closer, bro. Like, because watching, and I'm not even saying watching Kawhi, bro, but if you watch them games last year, bro, Jimmy was carrying that team. Like True. Jimmy was carrying them boys. Like Joel, injury, all right, cool. But if JoJo going to this playoff where he's not dealing with injury, cool. We might be looking at a different Sixers team. But at the time, nobody else was stepping up. Not Tobias, like, not Ben. Like, they just doing the regular, but we need somebody to be like, cool. Because nobody was matching Kawhi except Jimmy. So, at that point in time, it was like, what we going to do? Like, Kawhi keeps scoring, and we ain't getting no buckets.
True.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I look at it. I'm like, it's either between the Celtics or Milwaukee.
Okay. I have the floor. My picks. Usually, it's pretty much repeating the same thing. I look at it like, I can kind of see the Sixers getting there. I think they might be one of those teams where they're so all around that you never know who can be that person. Like, you never know if it's going to be Ben setting up a play, or Tobias, or Richardson. Not counting Al Horford. Clearly, he doesn't know who the fuck he is. Embiid, big man, shout out to him. I think now, they don't have to worry about Kawhi now and, having this little moments of breaking them down from top to bottom. But y'all will have to worry about Giannis. So, I kind of could see it could be between the Sixers and the Bucks. I'm not going to take the Celtics out because it depends on, my thing with them is they're such a small starting five, but they're a very good scoring five. So it's like somebody on that team can give you a bucket, but when it's like breaking them down, I kind of don't think they're going to last long. But we'll see. Yeah, never know.
For sure.
The Raptors are iffy. If they can get all their players back and be fully healthy, I'll give them a shot. Mm-hmm. But no Kawhi. See if Siakam comes back and takes that role, all right. Because they still reigning champs, will respect them. But I kind of still think it would be the Bucks. And if Giannis can find a way to not be stopped again, but not repeat last year's fall, because he did well. But you run it through the lane, that's not gonna work no more. You definitely gonna have to develop what you did against my nigga LeBron, shooting about 5 threes, turnaround jumpers. You doing that, I give you a shot.
Yeah.
So. I really believe he can do that. But on the West, let's flip to the West for me. Same thing. Like I said, the Rockets are iffy, but I watched them play Christmas. The Warriors, trash, then a bitch. Because there's no way you telling me this team, double team, this nigga Harden and Westbrook is out there being Westbrook. So, that ain't going to work. But I don't think that's going to happen no more. But they still not healthy either. EG just got back.
For sure. He was killing, though.
He was killing. So, I definitely see, they need my nigga E Jizzle. He's the one that takes it to the lane. So, we're going to see the rest. Maybe braids with, braids James Harden, with the cornrows. I just seen that. I was like, I didn't know what my nigga was doing. He probably hang time. But, I can see but them getting into the conference finals, but not getting far. I don't know. It just depends on who they play. You gotta watch out for the Nuggets. Definitely watch out for the Clippers. I ain't gonna deny these niggas is good. But we will see. Playoff P, not playoff P. So when it's all said and done, if he gonna be playoff P, he better be at this time. But ain't no more times. You know what I'm saying? But like I told y'all, I definitely rooting for LA. Like I said, LeBron ain't been in the playoffs. And these niggas ain't seen him on the West. Yeah, the East is, they say they've been talking about for years. The East is the softest, conference. Nah, no matter what, LeBron had to go through some niggas, put niggas down, sweep niggas. Hey, but he in the West now. They ain't seen this nigga yet. When they see this nigga, he gonna go juggernaut. He ain't gonna hold back, and them niggas gonna get worse. So we'll see how AD do, cause half his team, half of them are champions, half of them are mid to the playoffs, and some of them haven't. So. It's really going. It's a.
I'm like, to me, this is Bron's best team, bro. Hands down, with the experience of being with different players and different teams. Because you got to think, bro, like Bron is on the best team he could possibly be on.
True.
And really win a chip. Like you got what everybody said you didn't have, was a dominant big man.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can go out there and give you 30 and 12. And game in and game out.
Mm-hmm.
Like AD improved it. Like he's top 5 best player in the NBA right now.
Okay.
So, and he plays both sides of the ball. I'm like, to me, he's just more of a 4 because he ain't got the body type as a 5, but he's got the 4. Like he's got like the post. Like he's got more the offensive game. But when you need him to block some shots, hey, like he down with it. So that's what AD's there for, to help that and help LeBron just regenerate that young step of just playing defense. Because Bron, all you see is chase down blocks. That's all you see.
Boy, he's still doing it.
He's still doing it, and he's still booming them boys. So it's like, don't sleep on Bron. Like don't act like he ain't out here. Like I think it's just he's doing what D-Wade did for him, taking that step back, and it's just he's just finding his rhythm and trying to find it because AD is doing the right thing, stepping up. I'm like, so. It's just ebbing and flowing. They first just got their chance to play together. I think they're gonna be good. They're gonna be all right.
And I'll tell you what, it's more crazy because right now we're not seeing a full LeBron. I know that he's kind of like playing at his own pace, but the good thing is seeing LeBron in a LA jersey. First time being in the playoffs. Lakers have been in the playoffs for almost 7 years?
Maybe 6, 7.
6-7 years. So that's a long time. Shout out to Kobe. His last couple of years couldn't make it, but it's cool. So you know what I'm saying. Now LeBron is on a new path, but once LA gets that power of playoff basketball again, like I don't think they're gonna be able to touch them.
Yeah, I think when
Showtime.
When they touch that playoff floor, bro, that's different, bro. You can just feel it in the atmosphere. You can just feel it through the TV sometimes when you sitting there watching.
Everybody and their mama gonna be at the games. Like it's gonna be probably a full appearance of all super celebrities and shit. Like
I'm telling you, bro, that's all you gonna see on the TV.
The nosebleed ticket's gonna cost about like $500.
Shoot, more than that, bro. We in LA. We in LA, bro.
Hey, somebody plug me in with tickets, man. I'm trying to come and just see a game. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be all up in the scene. You know what I'm saying? I just be ducked off somewhere. I could be standing up. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. Plug me in.
LeBron.
I'm gonna say if I see my man Braun, I see my man Brownie. You know what I'm saying? He will be the next thing coming out for his dad. And the youngest that got the best jumper, I think, possibly the best jumper out of all 3 of them. So we're gonna see how he comes alive. He's still young. He a young nigga. So and the richest is gonna be the daughter.
Boy,
so
swear, it's Lil Zuri, but yeah.
But I think we have had our top 3. We had to break down our topics into like 3 topics for sports, which was the NBA with that one, and I think we have broken down all 3 from the top 10 to the top 10 of the East and the West, the playoff predictions. We probably gonna wrap it up with our top 8 all time.
I thought we was doing top 8. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I said top 8. I mean, adding 2 more. I mean, we'd be here all night. So many niggas on this list. My list kind of weird. I feel like I'm missing so many niggas, but I know that I'm not. Like the greatest of all time are on this list. Top 8 greatest players of all time, y'all. All time. So we talking about like players that were when I was
that's
born.
That's ever touched the basketball court.
When I was born, I was finding out about these players.
Yeah, like that's ever touched the basketball floor and an NBA jersey, bro.
Sean D will start his top 8. Man, greatest. Michael Jordan, off rip, no debate. I don't give a fuck what y'all gotta say. LeBron James is on second for me. Allen Iverson 3, Shaq 4, 5, Kobe, Bean, Brian. It don't matter which one. Super 8 or Ultimate 24. 6, Tracy McGrady. Give my man respect. Scottie Pippen up there. Sometimes he be disrespectful, but he just old now. He don't know no better. And then Reggie Miller. Like looking back on Reggie, yeah, classic man. He was a talking shit nigga too. I ain't know a lot of niggas talk shit in the NBA. I thought they was like real humble, and I started watching their videos and they documentaries about them, and they was on the court talking bad. They was getting buckets.
I think in my personal opinion, I think that just watching back to the old basketball, I think it was just more fun to watch because they was just out here being aggressive and didn't give a damn.
Seemed like the storyline was more like interesting back then.
Yeah, because that's probably why it's more interesting because it was coming up still.
Yeah,
it's like now the NBA is more about like
the numbers.
It's more like statistics. Like if you ain't putting up this type, your team ain't winning. It's like back in the day, if you wouldn't get no dubs. Period. It don't matter how many points you put. Yeah.
He trash.
Yeah, because even though they talked about Jordan when he got drafted and he was putting up, and he was literally, I'm not the biggest stat guy, but I just seen it to where it's like he came in the league averaging 25 points his first year and then came in next year and averaged 30. So that shows that he was a scoring machine regardless. It didn't matter who you put on the floor, but he wasn't winning where it was effective to him getting to the playoffs.
Not winning.
So it's to a point where it's like, man, you can average 30 and be the best player on the team and dominate everybody else on the floor that's going against you. But if y'all not getting dubs, it don't matter. So until you get that team, that unit to where y'all can have it cohesive and working together, it's whatever.
Not winning. But that was my top 8. What's your top 8?
I'm like, for sure, it's Jordan. I'm like, I could put Bron there too. My Bron career ain't over, but it's Jordan. I think just the effectiveness that Jordan had, man, was just like what he did for the '90s, bro. With the '90s, like just the whole thing, bro. Yeah, Jordan. I've never seen nobody just dominate like that, bro. He could have won 8 straight if he wanted to, but yeah, he dominated. Bron, he's the next one. Who else? So I gotta put Kareem there. You got to. That's like Kareem, all-time scorer, 5-time champion. No, my fault. 6-time champion. Before he got, because he had one with Milwaukee. That's my fault. But yeah, 6-time champion. Yeah, 6 MVP awards, 19-time All-Star. Yeah, you got to get him there. I'm like, it's hard because I got to put all the great legends that came before. I'm like, you got to put Bill Russell there. I'm like, at a point in time, it's to a point where you kind of, I'm like, it's crazy because you got to put, but when we talk about greatest, it's just like you got to put him in there. Just the pure dominance. Nobody was guarding that at 7 foot. Won 11 chips, coaching and playing. So you got to just put him in there because he just paved the way for us young black kids to still sit here and watch it. And even if we was official serious hoopers, he paved it for the rest of the league. So yeah, that's my 3 right there. Yeah, Michael, LeBron, Bill, and Magic. Magic, yeah. Yeah, Showtime, yeah, you already know. I'm like, to me, it's just the factor. Even though they was bucket getters, but I look at the stamp that they had on the city. That's what I look at too. Just the influence they had on the city. I'm like, yeah, Magic. I gotta put, yeah, Bird's got to be the next one because you did just the Bird and Magic rival of the West and East and West Coast about what that was going on, especially when Tupac and Biggie was fucking coming up when they was doing their thing in the '90s and having the East Coast West Coast stuff. So it's like, yeah, like you know, it's just that's what that's at. And yeah, that's my 5th one. Shaq. Yeah, Shaq. I'm like, when you talk about pure dominance, like, yeah, dominance. Yeah, ain't nothing else to really say about Shaq. Shaq was the most dominant big man I've ever seen, bro. Like if Shaq played to this day, like where is Shaquille O'Neal, nobody would stop that. He would average 40 with ease. Like he would average 40 with ease. But yeah. And then my next guy is Kobe. I gotta put Kobe there. Kobe. Yeah. Michael Jordan. Just the image of Michael Jordan, bro. The mimic, bro. Just the. Hold on. So how many I have? Michael Braun, Bill, Magic, Larry, Shaq. Okay. And yeah, Kobe was my number 7. And yeah, that's enough said. Kobe do his thing. But I would say my last one, just when you talking about like straight buckets, AI. I had to put that in there. Like when that's a guy that's at 6 feet and under and still can give your best player 30 and your team 30. He just didn't have the type of players around him to get to the championship, but you've seen that he got there. He dragged his team to the finals like he was LeBron, because the Sixers wasn't all that in the East at the time. They beat a lot of teams though at that time, but like you just seen the performance AI gave that one game that they won when he gave up like I think it was 45-50 or something like that. But you can tell that, hey man, if he has some serious help, man, like hey, practice. We talking about practice, yeah, to AI. But yeah, that's my top 8. But there's a lot of other guys we can get in there. I'm like, shoot, Tim Duncan, fucking, that dude's a legend. You gotta put him in there. Manu, yeah. I'm like, there's a lot.
Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Man, we can go down the list for days.
Because I'm like, I'm like, if you could put so just say top 9, what would be another player? I'll say mine. Mine would be Wilt. Because, bro, when you put up 100 points, bro, that's like, just think about that. There's players that's got close to it, bro, but just 100, bro, that's crazy. And we talking about NBA. It's been players in college and high school that's got 100, but we talking about like the highest level.
Dr. J. I'm looking at Twitter right now. He just dunked on niggas. Dr. J.
I feel that.
He was the one that definitely started a lot of more high fly dunks before niggas. He was the man.
Yeah.
This man was doing cradles on niggas. Niggas didn't even know what that was back then.
Yeah.
Nigga hands were so big he could do that shit. Niggas was looking at him like, man, you ain't gonna disrespect me. You know what else? That's why I said back then basketball, old school niggas, all these niggas we named, all these legends we named, they just definitely made basketball worth more watching. It would have been wonderful coming up in the 90s watching basketball when niggas was fighting or niggas was getting into it, because now it's like you touch a nigga, you blow at a nigga, they eject. That's trash, you know.
Yeah.
So no, and back then niggas was like, hey, get up. You want these buckets? Hey, you talking shit? I'm about to give you drop 40 on you.
Yeah.
And they be all like, yeah, I was talking to you. 40 for you. No, you can't even tell a nigga you drop dirty on him, because they gonna be like, yep, tech.
Yeah. I think people had more pride back then, because I think people were fighting up for a lot more and just trying to prove something. I think it was just, you just seen the heart that they gave to the game. But I'm not taking nothing away from what it is now. I'm like, it's still fun. I still love watching NBA. I just think it's a ticky-tack league. I'm like, yeah, I know they're trying to keep players safe and not trying to cause all this unnecessary stuff that happened back in the day. But I'm like, but you look at the 2000s. The 2000s was, like I say, the best time of where it was mixed, like how it is now and back then. To where it's like, you dunk on the dude. You don't really see too many dunk on tapes like how it was back in the day, where dudes would get disrespected and get stared down and wouldn't have to get no tea. Like, that's basketball. As long as they ain't fighting, cool. Like, fans want the animosity. We want the attention. Like, that's what brings the best out of players. Like, you don't want no soft person over here talking about, yeah, he dunked on me. I'm just not gonna say nothing. Go back and dunk on him. Like, that's why I like that one game where Kelly Oubre and Paul George was going back and forth, like, just dunking on each other. Like, that's exciting. Like, you want to see that. Like, you want to see that competitive nature. But yeah, but shit, I just can't wait to see what the rest of the season gonna look like.
Yes, sir. I believe we'll have the second half. Well, after All-Star weekend, it gets serious. Everybody starts really focusing. Keep their eye on the prize, trying to get a ticket to the playoffs. We're gonna see a lot of shifting teams move around, mainly in the West. I know the East is different. Everybody's records are a little lower, so it's like really not much changes. But with the West, everybody's like right next to each other. So one game can change. It can move you from 2 to 6 in the second. So we'll see how this goes. We are actually like wrapping up this first episode, y'all. You know, about sports and the NBA. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, man. Before we end up wrapping this up, we must say a quick shout out to David Stern. We did lose a real man in the NBA. Forgot about that. He is a legend. You know, he has shaken so many hands. He's started this organization. He was in this organization from the beginning, and you know, he's still a part of it always and forever. You know, just I know a lot of the legends is more so in touch with him, close with him. So, you know, shout out to the man above. Now he's resting now, man. You know, he's not on this wicked world no way he can watch basketball from the heavens and be chilling. So, you know, but that is the Twin Brothers podcast. You know, you got your boy Sean D and
Rekardi.
And we are sitting here. I hope y'all ready for the next topic. We will throw that on y'all when y'all hear it. You know, we just gonna surprise y'all more so. But be prepared to hear love, music, sports, real life shit, society, real nigga shit.
We all here just to connect with the people, man. We all trying to get to a goal, and that's just a better life and just trying to love one another. But yeah, man, that's what we all here for, man. We just for peace and happiness, man.
Stop talk your shit.
Yeah, talk your shit, man.
And that's it, y'all, man. Rap, man. We will catch y'all next time, man. Peace and love, y'all.
All right, peace out.
Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot.